Hello YouTube, thanks for tuning into this video. It's been quite a while since I posted a video of my fish, but I've had quite a few people over previous months asking for updates because I posted a few videos quite a while ago now, and I think one of the videos had nearly 30,000 views or something and quite a few questions posed. It was primarily about my silver dollar, because I've got quite an ancient silver dollar, this guy over here, which I now approximate to be best part of 30 years old. I've actually had it for 26 years now, and when I got it, it was actually fully grown. So I'd estimate that to be probably minimum 5 years old. So obviously doing the math now, this guy's got to be at least 30 years old, and he seems to still be in very good health. If you know much about silver dollars, you might recognize this as a Milosoma, which is quite a rare breed of silver dollar as opposed to the really common ones. I just thought I'd do a quick video to show you how this guy's getting on. It's still really healthy, active, feeds very well, will eat anything you put in the tank, including other small fish, which of course I don't feed to them because I'm not into watching fish devour each other. But just to show you a quick update on what's in the tank, there's been a few changes since I last posted a video. I've actually accumulated a lot more silver dollars now, so I've got loads of these common silver dollars here, various sizes. I think the smallest one's probably about 4 or 5 inches, and the rest of them probably about 6 or 7, which is about as big as these types ever get. There is one quite rare sort of black silver dollar here, which this guy here actually looks a bit like a baby piranha, but he is just quite a rare silver dollar. The rest of silver dollars are just sort of fairly common ones, but some of them have got quite interesting markings with a few leopard spots here and there on the top fins. They're all really healthy, really deep bodied, get on really nicely. I actually do really love silver dollars. I've had so many over the years. They always seem to live to sort of their sort of general lifespan. The common ones should live for about 6 or 7 years. I've had several silver dollars that have lasted probably at least 10. So I think they're great fish to keep. The rest of the guys in here is a mixture of sort of cichlids. We've got over here a sort of wild caught Mozambique mouth brooder. Aquarium breds are generally pink albinos, but this guy is actually from the wild. There's a Cichlids over here. These guys you should always try and keep separate. I've learnt my lesson. I've had 3 of these guys together, and unfortunately as they grow, the more dominant one will systematically take out all the others and kill them. This one here has actually got, if you have a look at his eye, he's got a rather messed up eye, which is sort of how he got off from the previous fight with the other ones, but he did actually end up killing the other 2 that were in with him once they got to a certain size. So I'd certainly recommend sort of keeping them separate. You really only need one of these. They seem to be fine with other species, but you put 2 or 3 of them together and they will end up sort of killing each other, sadly. This guy here is a red Texas. Is very aggressive. He's actually bitten me a couple of times, so it's quite an interesting fish to have. He's got great personality, but he is a real bully, and does like to sort of dig up the tank. If you have a look over here, he's actually taken it right down to the glass at the bottom, which worries me when you've got a rock there that weighs at least 25 kilos. But it seems to be wedged in quite nice and tight, so I'm not worried about it falling over and cracking the tank, which would be a complete nightmare. We've also got over here a common Texas. He's very healthy, very hardy. Has had a few scrapes as he seems to fight with the red Texas. But yeah, it's a really nice, good colouring on it. We've also got over here a Jack Dempsey. I did have 2 of these. Unfortunately, one of them died a few years ago. He's quite a good looking Jack Dempsey, got very good colouring on him. We've also got a red-tailed black shark. He's pretty much fully grown, this guy. He's about 6 inches, maybe 6.5. It's as big as they ever get. It's a really nice, vibrant example with a very nice bright red tail. We've got a big silver shark over here. This guy's at least a foot long and still growing, which is about as big as they really get in aquariums, because they do get a lot bigger in the wild. But he's in good shape. very healthy. You know, they say you shouldn't keep these on their own, but he's on his own in here and he seems to get on absolutely fine. He's more than happy. In the wild they would be in big shoals, but obviously you need a ginormous tank if you're going to keep a big group of these guys. We've also got a red devil here. Although it's called a red devil, it's a slightly unusual colouring because it's sort of quite a pinky white colour with orange blotches, but these guys are quite good. You do get ones which tend to be incredibly aggressive. This one's pretty calm. I think it's probably a female, but it's pretty calm and chilled out, although it is growing, and when it gets a bit bigger that could change overnight. But no, it's all getting on quite nicely. They're all happy, healthy. So yeah, any questions, anything else anybody wants to know, ask about any of these fish, let me know. I was actually going to possibly post a video about how the filtration system works. I've got an old school pump on this, which is one of these enormous Eheim. You can't really see it in there properly, but it is a pond pump. It's actually designed for an external pond. It works really well. You only need to clean this out once every 2 years or so, and I cleaned it out yesterday and it was absolutely disgusting, but it was worth cleaning it out because it certainly made a big difference on how clean the water is. I've not really had any problems with it, but when I did a water change yesterday I noticed that the pump was barely ticking over, just literally dribbling out, which is probably from just sort of years of blockage. But you can see how strong the flow is there coming out of the jets. Really good. But that's, you know, that's what it's like when it's all fresh and clean. It will slow down as you get sort of debris build up, but you really shouldn't clean out the pump on a regular basis because you'll wash out all the bacteria and you'll get a lot more diseases and issues in your tank. But I've cleaned it once, you know, in 2 years, which is sufficient. So again, I'll just keep an eye on it and I won't really need to worry about cleaning it out until I see a major drop in flow, which would indicate a blockage. But otherwise it all runs off quite nicely. Yeah, but if you've got any questions, just give me a shout and be more than happy to answer it in the comments. Have a good night and thanks for watching this video.